Welcome to another episode of Business Fumbles. So today's guest is going to be a good one for everybody out there because guess what, guys? He's self-employed, but he is an artist. Yes, he does music, and that's what we're going to be talking about, that industry, the entertainment industry. So without further ado, let's allow him to introduce himself, and he will tell you guys where you can find him.
Artist name is King Judas, and you can find me on all platforms, whatever platform you use to listen to music, I'm on it. Instagram is King Me __ Judas, and that's JUDAS, just like the Bible. And TikTok, I'm not on TikTok like that, so I can't even remember the name. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure you type in King Judas, I'll pop up. So
King Judas.
You have a handle on TikTok?
I have no idea what it is.
It's all good.
I have no idea what it is. So I'm basically a major on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Trying to work my way to TikTok, but it's kind of I'm not feeling it, the transition. But,
Yeah. So let's jump right into it because, this is an interesting subject, seeing that I do know the industry. It's been a long time since I was in the industry and managed, so I want to just jump into it. So, Judas, you are not under any label. You're basically doing everything that, by yourself. Can you tell us how, you got started? Like, at what point did you want to start rapping, number one? And then number two, how did you, end up where you're doing all of this? And it's almost like a hustle, right? So how did you get into that?
Well, I started in 2012, but I went from 2012 to 2020, and I stopped in 2020 making music. So I'm just getting back into it this year. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you want to know
Yeah. So what made you
get back into it?
Well, what made you even choose music, and then why did you stop, and then why did you, start back up?
Well, I mean, I don't think I chose music. I think the music chose me. I didn't even know I could make music until I was in college. I was in college, and we used to, I played football and everything. We used to have smoke sessions, smoking weed, sitting in the back of the car, smoking weed, and we just start freestyling, put on some instrumentals and freestyling. And as we freestyling, everybody, they used to say oh, they like me the best. They like my freestyle the best. So I started just writing music from there. And
Okay.
just spiraled into
Spiraled
songs.
down. Yeah. And so then you stopped in 20. Why?
2020, COVID hit, and then I was chasing money. I wasn't chasing the passion. I was chasing money. So I started trading in 2020, and I was making so much money. I'm like,
forget music. And then you came back. Why?
Because I realized that money ain't everything. I realized that money is just money, and you can never have enough because you always gonna want more. You want more possessions, more of this, more of that, and also it can be taken away. And I wanted to find a place where I'm happy and I know that I did something that can't be taken away. Because a relationship can be taken away. Even if you have kids, your kids can be taken away. Everything can be taken away except your accomplishments and what you did in life.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
That's
Wow.
why I wanted to.
Did you feel that in 2020, like when you had focused more on the trading and going after the money and everything like that, did you feel that you had some stuff in the 8 years of being in music kind of taken away from that point? Is that what kind of let you go into trading a little bit, or
Can you say that one more time?
Like, so the 8 years, because you had 2012 to 2020, you were in the music industry, and obviously COVID hit. It took a lot from everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you feel that there were some things that were taken away in that moment that kind of pushed you to trading, or
No, not at all.
really? Oh,
Not
so
at all.
it was just trading itself.
Yeah,
there.
I recorded myself. I had my own studio in my house.
Oh wow.
And everything. So it was nothing. I just stopped.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just stopped.
Yeah.
Just chasing money.
Okay.
Point blank period. Yeah.
Wow. And so, being in the industry, I will say this. I know that in the industry, being an artist, the industry, a lot of people think that is huge. And there's so many people controlling it. But I know that there's very few people at the top that's actually pushing the buttons. So you know, I know that most artists that make it, they come and they do like the stories about themselves, and a lot of them they say how they got, you know, noticed, like they were singing in a restaurant or something like that, and you're doing it by yourself. Have you reached out to like the industry people to try to get a deal? Actually, what is your whole take on that?
No, I haven't reached out, and I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to sign. I really just I don't like working for people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being controlled, and I feel like if I do sign, then I'll be working for somebody and I'll be under control. So I just want to do everything myself. I feel like I'll be more satisfied just doing it myself.
So do you have a idea of how much money you feel that your talent or whatever, do you have an idea of how much money you feel like you need to make? Because that's why most people want to be signed. They want to, you know, reach, number one, reach places that they can't reach on their own, number one. Number two, they get money, you know, because you get the sign-on bonus and all of that stuff. And then finally, it's that they're able to the market is crazy. If you get the right people behind you, they put a lot of money in the marketing. So what do you feel about that? Have you thought about that at all?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, like maybe like a distribution deal, but I mean, I've been doing it. I started in January this year, so it's 10 months now.
Yes.
And I've noticed that there's really, I don't even understand the point of signing to a record label. Because they take so much, and then you got streams and everything. You're not making any money off the streams, off of anything. Only time you're making money is like doing shows or selling merchandise, which I can do myself.
Right.
So
that's true.
That's what I'm doing. I feel like everything, if I just keep putting the work in, keep spending the money in the right areas I need to spend the money, and get the music directly to the people, I'll be okay.
Okay. Have you ever had the option of signing on? Like, has anyone approached you at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. But yeah, because I see what you're saying. So you're more focused on like actually distributing the music to people, not really working to make music, but more of working to provide it really for other people. Because if you make it, someone else is going to provide it. Someone else will distribute it, and then really you're working for somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know in the industry it's sort of hard. Like for me, we talk all the time, and for me, a lot of people, they listen to other people's stories, and then they say, oh, they want to get in the industry, and they sort of mimic that person's story. You know, like it was one artist that said that he got it by making mixtape and selling them on the street. Then all of a sudden you seeing this flux of people doing the same thing, selling them on the street, you know. But I see with you, you're taking a totally different approach. Why is that?
Well, actually, I do want to hit the streets because I feel like it's always going to work. Like the old ways of doing things are always going to work. But as far as like the way I'm doing it, I want to avoid, like I said, I feel like the business model behind the music industry right now is like a big scam. It is. They want you to, I feel like they want you to work for them, even social media. Like you're posting, they want you to post 3 times a day. They want you to do these different dances and everything, and you do this, and then we'll push your content for you. But I never.
That's
been
the algorithm, right?
Algorithm,
or something like that.
Yeah, the algorithm. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you get the algorithm to work?
I'm not working for the algorithm. That means I'm working for Instagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take control.
So, but what do you have to do to change the algorithm, though?
That's up to them. That's
exactly.
It's
okay.
Spotify, Instagram.
You're working for them.
You're really working for them when you sign on.
Into the algorithm,
yeah, when you sign on with them and they sponsor you and they promote your content, they require, for some reason, I don't know why they have this arbitrary like certain amount of posts, certain amount of time watched, all this kind of stuff. Some of it's just for like, you know, to prevent scammers or whatever it is, but a lot of it is really to get you to work for them. Exactly. To get you to get views for them so they make money. And then they give you a portion of what you generated for them. So at the end of the day, it's
you're working for them.
You're really working for them, yeah.
I'm a boss. I never worked for nobody.
So how are you going about to avoid that? Because everybody else is doing that.
By pushing it directly to the people. You got direct messages. You got there's plenty of ways to go directly to the people. By posting it on your social media and then just expecting them to do something, it doesn't work. You have to inspect what you expect. And if you expect to get the music to the people, why depend on Instagram when you can do it yourself? You can literally send it to them. And the people that respond, people that interact, those are people that you know are true fans. And you build a community through the people that actually respond and interact and let you know that, give you feedback on the music and everything. You build a community through that.
That seems like that's a lot of work, though. But it's a lot of work to post, too. Because I know from my content, I spend a whole day creating content. And that's only for 2 weeks. So it's very time consuming. Yeah. You know, I never looked at it that way.
You working for Instagram or social media. You working for them.
Wow. I mean, that's a way to look at it. But I think all of the artists are doing that, though. You know, working for the social media. All of them are doing the same thing because they're posting, you know, and that's how they make their money.
Nah, I've never been that way. I'm not going to sing and dance to make money. If I don't have to, I'll do it my way.
Okay.
Yeah. And the music industry is a little complicated, too, because for the average and lower in the music industry, like I've heard a lot about the streaming model is not great for them.
At all. It's on top of that. That's the exact point I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Why am I playing the algorithm game just to get? I had 100,000 streams and I got $200.
Yeah.
So why am I playing that game?
Yeah.
It makes no sense. There's no money in it. There's money in direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
If we were back and what's funny in reference to that, if we were back in the iTunes times where people actually spent like $1 for a track that they got, you had 100,000 plays. If even half of the people actually bought his song, you would have made 50 grand off of
50 grand, yeah,
off of one song. Easy.
And I said that, you know, because then, you know, it's hard to change. This is the thing that, you know, why I really wanted to bring him on and talk about it is because right now the society, the consumers, the people that he's talking about, that he's trying to, you know, get the music to, it's very hard for you to change their behavior, you know, because and this always bothered me, if artists that, you know, like Beyonce, Britney Spears, or one of them, if they post something and that's new, people are really, really quick to click on it, listen to it, and purchase it. But they're not real quick. And sometimes they're very defiant on the new ones that's coming up when they are the ones that need it the most. So that to me is a problem, because people need to change their mindset, because they're just focusing on that big star. I have to be the first one to say that I got it, I heard it, do a review. But that can be used toward those up and coming artists, and it wouldn't be, like you said, they could take the control from social media. They could take the control from the big, you know, people in the industry. They have the power to change the whole dynamic of the entertainment business, but how do you change that behavior of the people?
I don't think that will work, because then everybody will make it and everybody can't make it. I think it's up to the artist.
No, but if they took the listen, hear what I'm saying, took a listen, and like you said, you're giving them the opportunity to say nay or yay. They're listening, and then they're saying, oh yeah, I like it. Oh no, I don't like it. And you're saying, thank you, how could I change it, or whatever. You're getting that feedback. They're not going out and purchasing it. But the consumer, most of them will if they like it. That's how you build a community. Right, if they like it. But I'm saying the ones, but there's out of I'm going to say this, out of 100 people that you contact, you know, majority of them is not going to even respond because you are not that big artist. What I'm saying, how do you change the behavior of that to give them the opportunity, not just to purchase it because they are a new and upcoming coming artist, but to give you the same, you know, the same response that they would the top ones. They're going to click on it and listen to it. And whether they like it or not, they're going to decline it or whatever.
Build yourself up one step at a time, one brick at a time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You just got to build that community, that foundation.
Community.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
One person at a time, one brick at a time, one person at a time.
It gets
one
harder.
One person
and
leads to another person.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why my whole motto is get money, because it takes money. You have to focus on getting your money. Make sure your money is right. Make sure your money is right. And once your money is right, you can keep pushing, and you can just keep pushing to the people, directly to the people. And once you have a community of people, it doesn't take. You can have 100 people that buy it. You can have 100 people that spends $100.
Right.
Yeah, and actually that model makes sense too, because it's more work, obviously, to get to that point. But do you know the whole thing, funny about the music industry, about the whole Taylor Swift thing, which is nuts to go into, but basically that her record label were not paying her out her portion of the songs that she was generating. So then what she did was create another label that she owned. She recreated versions of the songs that were from the previous record label and redistributed them herself under another label, and asked her fans, because you're my fans, don't listen to the other versions. Don't give them any money. Spotify was so desperate because she had such a strong community to keep her on Spotify. They pushed her versions of the stuff and gave her all her credit, all her money she was owed, because she created that community. But if she did not create those fans, she would have been working for, I think it was Sony. I don't want to say, I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't know, but it was someone else's label, and they were taking all her money that she was making.
And most of the stars do. I know that was one thing when I was, you know, managing before. I was, you know, like that. I was hard. Like, they couldn't come to me and say, oh, well, I want to sign the artist for 5 years. And it's like, no, I'm not going to give you 5 years. I'll give you a single. You do the single. Let's see how that single does. Then let's come back to the table, you know, and then we can negotiate then. And it will all depend on if my artist feels comfortable with you. And I remember one producer was like, that doesn't make any sense. That makes perfect sense, because the artist, if they go into the studio and they're recording, no matter how good they are, you know, and fast they can record, if they're not comfortable with that producer, they're not going to produce anything good, because sometimes things are forced on you. And you have producers that you could go in and you could do a song, and please tell me if I'm wrong. You could go in, you can have a song, you know how you want to lay it and everything. And then you start to lay it, and then they'll be like, no, I'm not feeling it. I think that you need to change this, or you need to add this, or we can add this sound here, you know, or, you know, let's change that word. Instead of you saying that word, you say this word. That's their motive, if they're producers, and they're good producers, because the moment that they do that, now they get credits on that song. And I know that's what you're doing, you know. So if I know it, you know, it's going to make it hard for me to build a relationship with you, because I'm automatically going to put up my guards and say, no, leave it like I want it, you know, and then you're not comfortable anymore, because now you're, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I don't think I wouldn't mind giving credits, because if it's gonna help me make a better song, I'm all about not making as much money in the beginning. I'm all about the back end. How much can I make in 5 years instead of this 1 year?
right.
So if it's gonna help me make a better song that can make me more money in the long run, I have to give them a piece to the producer. I'll do it.
Oh yeah, but that's fine.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's fine. But I know that mostly all producers, it could be a hot song without their input at all. And they will do that.
Well, that's when
I know that. You know, so what I'm saying is, like, I always said we could come back to the table because, you know, and in that case, when we came back to the table, and that was with a major label. And when I came back to the table, I looked at my client and say, you want to work with them? And teary-eyed, no, I don't. So I just saved you from being in a 5-year and all of these albums and everything. And to me, a lot of the contracts that want you to do 5 years or 5 albums or 6 albums, to me, personally, that don't make sense to me. Because you're locking both of you guys in there, and maybe the first album will flop.
Yeah.
And now you have to complete 5 more. Why do that? Why not just do one? Yeah.
Or do it yourself.
Yeah, or do it yourself.
Without the label.
Yeah.
Like I say, I got the saying where I feel like there's no such thing as a cheap route. Like if let's say you need some tires or something, like you go buy a cheap tire and it keeps breaking. By the time you could have just bought that one good tire, you spent the same amount of money. So there's no such thing as a cheap route. So just go the expensive route in the beginning. It's the same thing. There's no such thing as an easy route. So just put the work in the beginning, and it gets easier as it goes. Or you can go easy route, and it gets harder. But there's no such thing as an easy route.
Easy route. Now, you said put in the work. Like, to me, explain to us what an average day is for you. You know, because a lot of people say, I work hard, you know, and I got to do this. I got to describe to us, like, a full day for you.
Well, I got a lot of different avenues where I make money. So I'm trading in 6 in the morning. I'm up every day 6 in the morning. After I trade, 30 minutes to an hour. Shower, eating, doing my little beard routine, keeping the beard nice. Hit the gym, come back, shower, do it again, shower again. And then I'm looking at the stocks for the next day. I'm a big sports bettor. I'm 26-6 right now on the year. Looking at games to bet on. I like to keep making money so I can keep putting into the music. So I'm just finding different ways to make money. After I'm doing that, I'm writing.
How long do you write?
Just an hour.
Like an hour?
Every day.
And how many songs do you kick out in that hour?
I just do. I read a book. I forgot the name of the book, but But it taught me how to maximize with little time. So I forgot the name of the book, but it taught me how to like lock in and getting that flow state where you get your best work done. So I get in that flow state. I lock myself in the room, get in that flow state, and I'll probably write like a verse, maybe a verse and a hook every hour, every day, every hour. But I'm doing it every day. So not everybody's writing every day.
Right.
So I'm doing it every day. I'm being consistent. So I'm getting more work done than the average person because I'm doing it every day, just 1 hour, verse, a hook, and it's consistent every day.
Okay. And then how often do you record? So do you build up a catalog before you record? Yeah. How do you do it?
Well, when I first started out, my plan was to drop a song once a week. So I was recording. I started recording once a week. Then I went to every 2 weeks. I just upped the time. I started with 2 hours, and I started doing 4 hours. Where I go every 2 weeks and knock out at least 2 or 3 songs. But right now, I switched up the release strategy, so I'm not releasing probably again until next year. I'm gonna work on my album. I just dropped my first EP in September, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm just focused on pushing that. I don't want to keep dropping music without at least giving it a chance to blossom.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the songs that's on there. I know my favorite is, I think it's called Flexing on Them. That's the name of it, you know, like.
Oh yeah, that actually is the name of the song. I don't know the name of my own song.
He said, "Did I know?"
I don't know the name of my own song. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite, but I hear a lot of people talking about something on the stove or something like that. What's the name of that one?
Oh, Cut the Stove On?
Yeah, Cut the Stove On. What is that song actually talking about? Because I listened to it, and then I was like, wait a minute, cut the stove on. Wait, what? I you know.
I mean, it's talking about some things I've done in my past, you know. Hustling, street hustle.
Street hustle.
You know, yeah.
So what are you saying in the song?
What I'm saying, the whole message behind the song is that I know that what I'm doing might be wrong, but that doesn't make me a bad person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my faith is strong in God. And I believe that God doesn't judge. He judges, but he judges based off your knowledge. And if you don't know what you're doing is wrong, then I don't think he judges you. But once you have the knowledge of doing wrong, that's when you have to switch and change. And that's the message of the song.
Oh.
That before I got into the life, I didn't know I was doing wrong. But now that I do know, I'm willing to switch.
Working. Yeah, you're willing to switch. And then that requires work and like.
I believe it requires to. Okay, let's say if you chose a certain lifestyle and you're trying to get out that lifestyle. I think in order to get out that lifestyle, you have to dive deeper into it.
You have to dive deeper into that lifestyle.
I could understand that. We had a guest actually. Do you remember? I forgot his name, but he had battled heroin.
Oh yeah. He did.
This fool was crazy. He says he could not. He went to rehab. He tried all these things. He couldn't do it. And he lived in another city. And he said, you know what? I need to get out of my mental space. I need to change. In order to change who I am, I need to change my environment. But if I cannot figure out how to battle this in Las Vegas, one of the worst places to deal with this, I'll never get over this. So he moved here, dealt with it face to face, and that was able to help him to get over it and to like change his lifestyle. I completely agree with that mentality. Sometimes you got to understand the lifestyle you're living more, and if you really want to be the guy to change it, if you want to have the ability to be more than it. Yeah. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, because he said that he couldn't go to the meetings, AA and all of that. It just wasn't for him. It just didn't help him. And, you know, I remember saying, you know, I could understand that because when I did go to one of those sessions, not that I was doing it, but, you know, a family member was, and they wanted to help me to understand it. And they were saying, okay, it's like a disease. And I was like, no, it's not a disease. Okay, a disease is something like cancer or, you know, you don't put things in your body that you know is going to give you cancer. People smoke, but I'm saying, you know, to me, a disease is something that you didn't ask for. You know, it just came about. You going and smoking and shooting drugs in your arm, you did that. It's not something to me. So I wouldn't say that it's a disease. And, you know, and then on top of that, how can you find a person that don't know what it is to be addicted to anything to understand someone that is? Yeah. I've never smoked. I never drank. I never done none of that. So, you know, like, I'm addicted to coffee. Okay. But how I guess I can understand that.
Me, I can speak from my experience. But for me, I never truly liked the lifestyle I was living. So I kept trying to get out of it. And with me trying to get out of it, I kept losing. Like I kept putting money in different places and I kept losing, which kept me into the game. In all actuality, if I would have just dove deeper into the game, focused on that, I would have had enough money to get out of it. Right. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So you're saying like do it for the sake of just getting it over with rather than constantly looking for a way out but not putting your I see what you mean.
And that's rough. I read I can't remember the name of the scripture, but I seen somewhere in the Bible where it says God believes that whatever you do, you put your all into it.
Yeah.
With all your heart, all your soul, all your might.
Whatever your hands find to do.
Yes.
Find it to be. Yes, I remember.
I know that one too.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So now let's get into, you know, let's like really dig deep into that because we want this episode to help other up and coming artists. You know, what do you think that up and coming artists need to avoid?
Scammers. People asking for money.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was a big thing, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
That's the new hustle in the industry. People asking for money. Oh, I can do this for you. I can put you in front of this person. Introduce you to this label. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
Really?
I'm not trying to hear it.
So do they ask you for a lot of money?
A little money, a lot of money. I'm not giving no money.
So you think that it's a lot of scammers?
So that's the whole industry.
How does it?
And then what are you paying for? Like I said, like even if you're paying, okay, you can pay people to do like the little thing where you get you streams and everything. What are you paying for? You're just spending money. You're wasting money. You're gonna introduce me to a label. Okay, they're probably gonna take. I'm not. You're introducing me. They're not coming to me, so I have no leverage. So that means I have to give up something.
Oh yeah.
So
That's true.
what am I paying you for? To lose? I'm paying you to give me streams to lose. I'm paying you to. It's a scam.
Yeah. How does it look like when they approach people? Like, how do you know these people are not here for you? That they're scams?
Yeah.
Asking for money. I feel like anybody that believes in you are not gonna ask for money.
Okay.
You know, if you, I remember I forgot the name of the movie. It was like a little baseball movie when I was a kid, but it always stuck with me. And it was if you build, they will come.
Yeah.
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 So
yeah. He actually told me that.
It's true. It's true.
Things.
That's working in the food industry. That's kind of a big thing. Yeah, location is huge.
Yeah.
You know, where you work is big. But if it's good,
Yeah.
people are gonna
People
show
are gonna
up.
come.
There is a little ramen shop in Little Tokyo in LA. It is 300 miles away from where we're at right now. And I will drive there tomorrow if I have a day off and I know I can go like spend a day in LA because it's so good. Like it's that good. If it's good, people will show up.
yeah.
People will come out for you if you put out
to
something they
support
like.
you, not to take from you.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't want that ramen place to go nowhere. I'm like, no, if they need me to come by once a year, I'll come by in the summer on a vacation. I'll come by. Same for if you have, like I was in the music industry. If you support with somebody, I don't do concerts. But there are some people that I follow on like a personal basis. If I know they're coming to Vegas, I'll show up.
Yeah.
Be like, no, I'll buy a ticket. Why? Because I believe in them. I love their music. I love what they do. Yeah, for sure.
I know for me, what red flags is when you meet a person and they name drop.
Oh yeah,
I don't like
that's
that.
a part of it too.
I don't like it. You know, oh, I know this person. And then they pull out their phone. Yeah, I got baby face in my thing. Like, dude, okay, what is that going to do to help me? Oh, look right here. I got, I got P. Diddy. I got this person in my phone. When they did that, that would always be a red flag to me. It would always turn me off, and I didn't want to deal with them.
Yeah.
If you got to do that, then you haven't done enough work.
Yeah.
Because I don't know you.
I met Marshawn Lynch twice. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. It's like when people do that and they're like, oh, look, I know this person. Or like, I have them in my phone. It's like, what does that do for me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know you.
I have pictures.
Work, you know?
Yeah, I got pictures with me with all type of stars and stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. They just stopped and allowed me to take a picture with them, So it really, really, I don't like it when a person name drop, because if you are capable of doing it, I really appreciate what you're saying, that if they want to help you, they're going to support you. You don't have to give them or anything, because they know that if the product is good enough, like I have people all the time now that wants to partner with me, but they're not asking me for anything. They just want me to be attached to it because they know she gonna get it done. So you're right about that.
Yeah.
But there is you do have to spend money though. So
yeah,
you just have to be careful who you spending the money with and where you putting the money. Like I'm not anything on social media. Anybody DM me, I'm not spending money with you. But if it's an opportunity for me, then I'll spend it. Like I have to pay sometimes. Pay to play to open up for different artists. If it's an opportunity, I see it, I'm gonna take it. But anything outside of that, I'm not. No. You have to be smart with your money.
Yeah.
So I would do if you spend any money, it should be to open up.
To open up
for different artists.
Yeah, because then
no
that's
showcases is a scam too.
Scam,
they're scamming you.
Yeah.
Why am I performing for people that's trying to rap too? They're not gonna buy my music. They're looking at me like, this guy sucks. I'm better than him. why am I gonna perform for them? Why am I gonna pay you to perform for other artists?
Yeah.
That's looking at me in competition.
Now there's some showcases though, because I did a showcase for like Universal, I think it was Virgin, but all of the top reps was there, and they only had the artists that they were looking at to sign. So there are short showcases like that, but you're already done did all of the stuff that you're doing. They're just trying to say, okay, we're only gonna take 3, but there's gonna be 8 on this showcase. And they sit there and they, listen or whatever you perform, and then they choose. So I do want to say that there is some showcases that you might come across that are with big executives, and they're just trying to see what you're going to be, what you're going to be doing. And a lot of the stuff, this is, I wanted to say this because I was looking, a lot of the stuff that you're doing is something that Carly B did with her last album. This album that she just dropped.
What's that?
She actually went to the people.
Oh.
She went out and she was like, come on, buy my, she went on the streets, and then she actually did live. She brought people in, and then she literally, that's what she did. She went to the people. Yeah. She didn't wait on them. She promoted her own CD.
We gotta fight back for sure, because it's no money. Like they keep saying the industry is dead. There's no money in the industry. That's because they're taking it.
Yeah.
We have to fight back. Why are we giving them the power to do everything?
And how do you think that they fight back? How do you feel like would be the best way to fight back?
Like Nipsey Hussle did, the Proud to Pay movement. When you have a community that's proud to pay for your music. When you can create your own website where they're sending you directly the money for the album. It's not going through Apple Music. It's not going through Spotify. You're getting the whole $10 from the fan.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my. I'm not gonna try to say too much, but yeah.
I believe that too. I mean, unfortunately, once like systems get put in place, you got Spotify, you got the streamers, you got the labels, you got all this. The streaming industry is a whole nother problem that got added on. The label industry was already a problem in the 80s and 90s that they were controlling what was popular, but now with streaming and everything, they're like, well, if you don't work with us, you're not going to become relevant. That's what they tell you. If you don't pay us, we're not going to push you. And everyone, it's true. If everyone wants to look at music, they go, where do they go? They go to Apple Music, they go to Spotify, they go to Tidal. They're like, and if you don't let us promote you, they're never going to see you.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do all that work by yourself. You have to just put on your boots and do that work by yourself. Because if not, you're letting you become the product, not the owner of what you've created. Exactly. They own you're the product for them. They push you out to people.
Yeah.
But if you actually own what you produce, they can't use that. Unfortunately, they're always going to be big because there's going to be someone who's willing to sign on with them, get promoted and be the face, and they're going to push them over you. But if you can create the community, I think slowly more people are waking up to that.
For sure, you have to.
Yeah.
You literally have to, because there's no money. Like I said, 100,000 streams, $200.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
That's the YouTube thing too. Like not that YouTube's doing that. YouTube's actually pretty fair.
But you can't stream on YouTube until you have so many subscribers.
No, you could no. YouTube you can. YouTube you could just stream for free. TikTok you cannot. You could get paid. People could donate to you directly.
No.
Yeah.
Because on our YouTube they say we have to have 100. We're not at 100.
Oh, that's to collect ads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, to get paid.
That's to get paid. You can you could be paid directly by your fans. Even if you don't have that many people support you and they know who you are, they can pay you directly through YouTube. And I've seen live streamers who are not on YouTube, they're on other platforms, and they open a free stream on YouTube. It's like Instagram Live, but they tell all their people to go there because it's kind of a better streaming platform than Instagram. And they'll donate. They'll literally hit send $5 through PayPal, and they'll do that like live on there, and people are getting paid live on stream.
Oh, I didn't know that.
YouTube's not that bad. They're kind of fair. I agree with a lot of the way that they do stuff. Some of the algorithm stuff's weird, but YouTube's not that unfriendly to people.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the other ones, if Meta owns it, they're pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I always think of something my mom told me when I was younger. You know that saying where they says that in order for you to get through the door, you always have to kiss someone's behind.
Yeah.
She always said that. And she told me, she said, but, you know, always remember, you can have a choice on who that person is. So you have to, you know, some people are quick to do it to the first person that allow them in, and that's just the flunky. You have to sit back and you have to watch, and you have to see how they play the room. And then when you see them go to the one that's calling the shots and that's actually pushing the buttons, that's when you maneuver to go to that one and only kiss that one. So she always instilled that in my head. You have the control to be able to know which one that you want to do. And don't make it where you're doing 3 or 4 just to get to the one that's pushing the button. Sit back, listen, watch, and make sure that the person that you go to is the only one that you have to do that for.
Yeah.
It's 2 ways.
Yeah.
That way or get money.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was like, you could do that. If you have to do it, you can do it. But there's other ways too. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Nobody's turning down money. Nobody's turning down money.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
That's true.
It's just more work. It's a lot harder.
For sure.
But
And hard work does pay off.
I think
You
so.
know, we just had a conversation, you know, about like working hard, and so many people today, they want things to come to them easily. That's why they're on social media.
Exactly.
They just want to sit in
They
their
just wanna blow
house
up.
and they just want to, you know, say this or that and get on the internet, and then they say something and everybody's liking it, and they want to create that platform online, sitting at home for them to get paid. And that is, you know, it's simple. It doesn't require a lot of thought. It doesn't require a lot of, you know, effort. It doesn't require a lot of action. It just requires you to keep going out there doing, you know, silly stuff and hoping that one day it's going to blow up.
Exactly.
But when you work hard, like you were saying, and you put in that effort, you know, it just seems like each hill that you climb, you got gratification. Even if that gratification is very little, you know, you got something from it. But imagine you doing that every day and getting nowhere and seeing no results, because it doesn't require little effort. You know, you get big payoff for big efforts. You know, like, because, you know, if you look at, I was watching a video of Michael Jordan.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I think that's why the music is so bad nowadays.
Why?
Because people are like you said, they're not putting in the work. They're just making anything, following trends and just throwing on social media.
Yeah.
And then when it doesn't work, because they're not pushing, they're just throwing it on social media, is they get discouraged and they give up.
Yeah.
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 And then people call them washed. People say like, no, they're no good anymore and stuff like that, just because they put out something that everybody else is putting out too. It affects everything.
But I think that they should take that step. Look at the effort you're putting in. And like you said, you see your efforts. You know how hard you're working. You got consistency. And it's every single day. It's not just one thing, you know, or one time. And I'm sure that you've heard a lot of no's since you started. And you don't stop. You just keep going.
Actually, yeah, I have.
Right.
I heard one no. I reached out to a DJ. We still cool, so there's no hard feelings. But I reached out to a DJ just to get some help, because I know you need a team, you know. And it was my first song I had dropped, and it probably wasn't that good. It was my first song, but I sent it to him and everything, no response. But now I'm working with another DJ, and that DJ I'm working with now is leading me to open it up for Route 49 on the 19th of November. So, yeah, you definitely hear it. You might hear one no. You hear some no's, but you got to keep going for sure.
Yeah, because with hard work, all the time it comes with no's.
Yeah,
with a lot of effort and hard work, you're gonna hear no's, and you're gonna hear it more than once. And that's where you build that consistency, that character, and all of that. You're not letting anything stop you.
Exactly.
You know, and you have to keep going forward. But I was going to say that I watched this video about Michael Jordan. And everybody that knows Jordan knows that he was like one of the best basketball players out there. But if you look at his story, his work ethics was crazy. His work ethics was crazy. And it was consistent, but it was focused, and he did it. You know, he wasn't letting anything get in his way. And I was watching this video where he was talking about when he first got signed, right? And he was playing basketball. I don't remember what team he was playing for the first time, but he says that, you know, they were there, they were excited, and then he said that he wanted to go to this house, and he knocks on the door, and he says that, you know, when they opened the door, it was like a wow factor. Like what he saw, he didn't even want to repeat it. He just saw some crazy stuff. But at that moment, because of his diligence, how hard he worked, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He didn't come, that was just going to be a distraction. So he had to make a choice. So he said, I turned around and I walked right back out because I didn't come here for distractions. I came here to be great.
Exactly.
And in order for me to be great, you have to let go of all of the distractions. And I say that because sometimes, you know, when I call you or we're talking, you're quick to say, nope, I got something to do. I've already got plans. I got to get this done. So it's almost like you're doing the same, blocking everything out, no distractions. I have a mission, and I'm focusing on that.
And people judge you for that. I got almost had a fight, but I had to check somebody. He tried to call me. He said, "Oh, you being weird and you ducking me and dodging me." Why am I ducking and dodging you? Like, I'm not being weird. I am on the grind, like 24/7. I'm not trying to hang out with you. You know, I'm not gonna slow my grind down so you can catch up, or slow myself down so you feel better about yourself. You either catch up to me or you get left. Because once I stop to go hang out with you and smoke and sit around and talk about nothing, or even being in the studio, you're like, let's get in the studio. What work have you done? What work have you done to be in the studio with me? I value myself. And also, you got to be very confident as well, because people try to bring you down and tear you down.
That's true.
And there's a difference between being confident and arrogant. And confidence comes from work. You get the confidence from work. Arrogance is you believe in yourself, but you're not working. Just be confident and you'll be okay. Like it's like Floyd Mayweather. Like Floyd Mayweather, people call him arrogant, but he's not arrogant because he puts in work.
Yeah.
He's up every day. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He's confident. That's work.
Yeah.
Arrogance is like Adrian Broner, the boxer that he wanted to be Floyd Mayweather, but he wasn't putting in the work.
Which one is that one?
Adrian Broner.
I haven't even heard of him, honestly. It sounds like he
the
didn't
one
make
that
it far.
just
He was supposed to be up behind Floyd Mayweather.
Did he just win?
No, he's not boxing anymore. He's not even boxing anymore.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's when they talk a lot and they don't
He
have a
was
lot to
arrogant
back
though.
up.
When he was coming up, he was arrogant. He was flushing money
Sort
down
of
the
like,
toilet.
what's her name?
Drinking, partying.
What's her name?
Which one?
The woman boxer.
Ronda Rousey?
No, the black girl that's trying to fight Layla.
Oh, I'm not sure, but
I don't remember
She's
her name.
with-
No,
What's
I
her
apologize.
name? Dang.
she's dating Papoose.
Yeah, she's dating Papoose.
Oh no, I don't know this girl. I do not know this girl.
Yeah, but you know,
Clarissa Shields.
yeah.
Okay.
She like her. It's like I want to. Sometimes I just want to reach out to her and say, "Who's managing you?" You know, because you're making so many big mistakes. You know, you don't go out and you don't put things like that. You know, you could be the greatest. You could be the greatest at everything that you do, and you can have that confidence. But, you know, I had this one woman that I asked her. She asked me how I was doing. I said, I'm fine. We were at a conference. I said, oh, I'm fine. I said, how are you doing? She said, blessed and highly favored. So when she said this is all I said. You know, I said, oh, okay. And that's it. I didn't say anything. So she said to me, your facial expression seemed as if that bothered you. I said, no, it didn't bother me. I was just, like, oh, okay, that's how you responded. And she said, well, to me, it seems like it bothered you, And then I said, well, where did you get that term from? Because she was pushing it. I said, where did you get that term from? She said, oh, that's in the Bible. I said, yeah, that's when an angel said that to Mary.
Yep.
But remember, the angel said it, not Mary. There's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
If you are great, people will tell you that you're great.
Yeah.
They see your greatness. You don't have to tell that person that you're great. And that's just how I operate. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way.
Yep.
You could tell me I'm great, or you did. I can accept you saying to me, you did a great job. I asked you for this. You did that. And I appreciate you. And I'm going to say, thank you. Thank you so much. But if you come to me and say, oh, you do great work. You're like a boss. And you did this, and you start naming things that I've never even done for you. You just start naming all of this stuff. To me, someone or you feel like I needed my ego stroked, and I don't. Mm-hmm. You don't know me enough to say that I'm good at that. So I just I shut down when people approach me that way, because I can accept a compliment from anybody, but it has to fit. It has to fit the situation.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Otherwise, to me, you're saying and you're doing things because you're trying to get close to me. And why?
Well,
you're trying to get something from me. Why?
You could also be blocking your own blessings too, though. Sometimes.
Yeah, maybe.
That's true. That's
maybe.
True. You never know. You have to just. I accept it all.
Yeah.
Because you never know what comment can get you into a space where it gets you to make the right decision that makes you a millionaire.
Right.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. But if it was a stranger, somebody that I didn't know, I probably wouldn't respond that way. Mm-hmm. But this is coming from people that I'm interacting with, and when you're in a group where you're interacting, this person, like Tim, can go back and tell you something about me that you didn't know. You get what I'm saying? So you're talking to Tim, and Tim's like, yeah, she can do this and she can do that or whatever, and maybe Tim says, yeah, well, her prices is crazy. But if she like you, she'll discount it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then you come to me and say, man, yeah, you're this and you're that. And you get what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a motive behind it. So that's the kind of reaction that I'm talking about. If I don't know you and you come and, that's like somebody coming to me and saying, you're really pretty. And I'm saying, get out of here. Mm-hmm. I'm not pretty. No, I wouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that if we're in the same circles and we're interacting and I know what I've done for you, and you come and you're telling me I'm great in all of these other areas, to me, you're trying to get close to me. So my blockers go up and say, okay, what's going on here? Why? Mm-hmm. What are you trying to get from me? Who told you what? Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about.
I see what you're saying, because we talked about the two different types of confidence. There's confidence and arrogance.
Yeah.
If you're good at what you do, you don't have to say that you're good at what you do.
Exactly.
If you say that you are good at what you do, you're not as good as what you say
you do. Exactly.
In the same way, there's two different types of compliments. There are people who say you're good at what you do, and they believe it, and they don't expect anything in return. They're just saying facts.
Yeah.
And there are some people who say that you're good at what you do, and then you don't respond, and they go like, well, I was waiting for maybe a discount. I was waiting for a reaction.
Exactly.
There are some people that don't compliment. They don't give you what you deserve, the compliments you deserve, because you deserve it. They give it to you because they want something also.
For sure.
They want some of your confidence almost.
And
it's weird. It's weird.
Right. And I guarantee you're going to have more of that type of stuff in the industry with artists.
I would say that
because they see artists as, if he's paying for this, he's going to pay for this and he's going to pay for that. I
think that is a sign of success. I think if you,
What?
That's definitely the oh wow.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, I get exactly what you was just saying.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. They, oh man, you were up next. You had the music is so amazing. I can do this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Get outta here.
And
Yeah.
so that's
don't
what
need
I'm
you to tell me
saying,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
like if you know who you are, but see things like that rub me always, it always have rubbed me the wrong way because I don't need compliments. I personally, I don't need them. All I need to know is that you need me to do this for you. I did a good enough job on it. And then seeing you say, yeah, that's what's up. This is exactly what I need. I don't need you to say good job. I walk away and I'm already on a high because I know that I completed what I started. I don't need a person saying, oh man, you good at that and I'm going to do this or that. But at the same time, you got to build those good relationships because like you said, you have a person, they listen, they like it, and then they go back and they tell somebody else, that person listen. That's how you build those good relationships by, you know, interacting. You got to be there for that person. And you also got to support the other people.
For sure.
Because a lot of times the support is one-sided. And that's never good. When it's one-sided, it's never good. You know?
Yep. Well, I can say that's a way for artists to look out for scams when they come with compliments and then try to sell you something.
Yeah.
Yep.
If all of a sudden they have something that they had to connect it to, the compliment, that they need money or they need something, you realize the compliment wasn't genuine.
It's to a point right now where
Yeah.
I'll read a DM, and if it starts with, oh man, your music is so good, and it's a long message, I'm not even responding. Because I already know what it's coming with. Like, I can do this for you.
It's true.
I can put you in front of this person. Or,
Yeah.
Nah, stop it, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
And I feel like real ones just say, yo, you're good.
You're good.
That's
right.
it.
That's
Yeah.
how you know that it's
or
real.
if they need
It's a short message.
Yeah.
Music is dope. I love it.
Yeah. Or if
It's a
they
long message, oh man, your music is.
or if they need
I'm a
something,
scam.
if they're real, they'll start the question with the message with what they need. Hey, by the way, I want to ask you something, la da 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 da. They tell you
Yeah.
the thing. Then at the end, they go, by the way, your music is dope, la da da.
Yeah.
They save the compliment afterwards.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I'm upfront. I'm telling you why I started talking to you right away.
But that's okay.
That's fine.
okay.
I forgive
Yeah.
that. Like, obviously, yes. Okay, this is a business. I get it. Whatever. And thank you for the compliment afterwards. It's not saving it, but it's like, yeah, it's fine.
Man,
Yeah.
this was a really good episode. We are over time again, like we always do. But, you know, I want you to take this time to tell them how they can, you know, find you again. You know, tell them any dates that they have where they can see you, where they can go to see you perform. You know, you have handles, put your handles out there. And then maybe we can have a group discussion with other artists with you on it, because I think that this is a very good subject to help the public to know that's trying to come out in the industry, you know, what to look for. And I think that you dropped some big nuggets here that they can take away from. So tell them how they can get you again.
Again, King Judas, Judas, just like the Bible, all platforms. Music is on all platforms. I'm only active truly on Instagram. I need to switch over to TikTok, but Instagram is KingMe__Judas. And then what else?
That's how they get into, you know. And before we end this real quick, you got a unique name. Judas, you know. And I'm here to say, you know, that I didn't name him that. It was his father. But it's a unique name. And, you know, personally, when it first happened, I didn't like it, but I like it now.
Well, I've done the research on the name, and I don't think that people can take what one person did and make that the definition of the name when it had an original definition, which was it derived from the original tribe of Judah, which means to be praised.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was looking it
Yeah.
up right now. I was like, it has a good meaning, doesn't it? It's a
Yeah.
good name.
Yeah, to be praised.
To be
Yeah.
praised. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And they've taken it from what one person done, like I said, and
And
made that the
made it
definition
bad.
It happens. Yeah.
Hey, that's facts. See, that's what I'm saying. Nugget. So again, guys, thank you for listening in and watching watching. Sorry. And if you haven't already, make sure that you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will have an episode drop at least twice a month right now. We're doing really, really good. If you want to be a guest on the show, please reach out to us. All you have to do is say, I would like to come on the show, and we will set it up, and we will set it up quick, because we feel that your experience, your knowledge, it needs to be shared. Because what good is it if it's not shared? It is useless. So, again, we will see you again next week, and thank you guys for all of you guys that tune in and listen. See you again next week.